with a fusion of spoken word, weird melodic sounds, and piano. After the Black is out there highlighting the world of the Black Country, and it's been brought to life by Dan Whitehouse and Jasmine Gardosi. Jazz is with me now. How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing good. How are you?
All good here, and loving the sound of this piece. It's ethereal. I think could be is a good way of covering off what we have. Your world of sort of beatboxing brings in the rhythm of your speech and the almost percussion-like delivery on the lyrics, sort of punching sounds and ideas into your head.
I'd never seen it like that before, but I love that you heard that in it. Thank you.
It's an interesting piece because it's a sort of fusion, and it's described in the press release of having industrial layers, very much like the Black Country itself. And I think that's part of what you're getting there. You're hearing different parts of a well-oiled machine bringing the music together. I mean, Dan's probably more years than he cares to remember in the music world, coupled with your freshness, particularly with the poetry world that you sort of inhabit too. I think we've got something here which is very special and very sort of Midlands based.
Oh yeah, you're absolutely right. You're right about it being a well-oiled machine. I'm loving the poetic analogy there as well. We're talking about the Black Country. Excellent. Um, which is maybe more like a rusty but well-loved machine. But the well-oiled machine of Dan Whitehouse just being amazing. He works as such a great team with Ryan Pinson. And just watching them both in the studio together, Dan just whipping out a guitar or random other instruments, which he thinks is going to go well over the piano that I composed. And me just sitting there in the chair thinking, I think this bit needs a bit of a it just the whatever like non-technical terms, and then Dan Whitehouse is or Ryan is able to say, I think you mean an EBO. Let's do an EBO. And so they sort an EBO out, or Ryan is able to create this amazing kind of industrial synth. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Well-oiled machine. They work great together. It was really nice to watch and hear them work. You know what I mean?
But when you're then bringing vocals to that, which way round was it? I mean, was it vocals added? Was it a full collaboration the whole time, or was there a sort of a halfway house between the two?
It was a back and forth. So really, the seed of the idea and the prompt came from Dan. It was
Mhm.
from the Diva Dudley's Dudley Divas, I should say, project, which is all about creating new folk songs, but not folk songs from any other place but the Black Country. So he asked a question. He said, "What would it be like to think about the Black Country as the groaning belly of a Titan? What is there grief there? This proud industrial region, which has now kind of been left behind almost. What is the heritage? Is it a bit bereft in a way? Because it used to be grand and now it's being left behind. You know, it's many regions are considered deprived in the Black Country. What happens there? And there's a bit of grief around that. And so I was very inspired, and I was also close to someone at the time. This was in the dead of winter, who was going through a bereavement at the time. And so from that question, I was inspired by Dan because he'd asked me, can you write something? Can you write a commission for this project? And so I just hunched over my piano. I was very cold because it was winter and my heating isn't great. And I had these thoughts of grief and loss around me as well. And, you know, everything outside was so barren, so stark. I was researching the history of the Black Country and how everything felt dead. Everything was dead. No birds flew through the sky. Everything was coated in black. And I thought, oh gosh, you know, sometimes we feel coated in black. Sometimes we feel as bleak as the Black Country felt. So what would it be like if I wrote a song which wasn't just addressed to the Black Country? It could be addressed to a person as well when we're feeling like the Black Country. So I just hunched over my piano, and I don't often compose songs, but this one just flew out. It was the piano first, and then the words from them came so naturally. As soon as I had the piano and the words composed, Dan said, "This is beautiful. I think we need to do more with it." And that's where he brought himself on board. That's where, he was always part of it, but it's where he brought himself on board as an amazing musical influence. and Ryan as well.
When you listen to it, I mean, you've got the sort of fire in the belly that the Black Country had. It may have been, soot and difficult times and hard work, toil, sweat, but also there's the fire beneath. And the Black Country folk have always known how to sort of rise above what life has thrown at them in some ways,
Mm.
to show the skills they have, which is really the core of who they were. And
Mm.
it wasn't all just people who were only able to hit a hammer. You look at the quality of the workmanship there as well. There's brains behind that brawn.
Oh, absolutely. And that's something that we've been able to celebrate with the Divas, the Dudley Divas project as well, which is wonderful. And I think it's worth Black Country being remembered for more than just Brawn, if you like, or this place. It's been equated to Mordor a little bit. And when we think of Mordor, we think of orcs. And that's a horrible sort of association almost. It's fascinating, but also a horrible association. And there is more to that. There is a pride and determination, and that speaks to the grit of I mean, Black Country is incredible, and I know so many amazing artists who come from the Black Country, so many musicians, so many poets who are absolutely flipping things up, especially in my hometown of Birmingham. So I completely agree with you there.
Do you think you would have come to this in the same way if you hadn't been poet laureate for Birmingham from 22 to 24? Or, yeah, how do you think that sort of thing influenced your body of work?
It's connected me so much with people around me. It's made me very and where I am locally, and it's made me appreciate so much being able to be an ambassador, not just for Birmingham as a city, but also the region. Black Country is very much a part of that, in my opinion.
Hmm.
I mean, I'm made up of mixture, uh, heritage, and so is Birmingham, and so is the Black Country, so is our region. So being very aware of our surroundings and what makes us up and how much it makes us. Like, we're more compassionate people for everything we've been through, for having lived in this region, because of everything that we've been through and all the bad rap that we get and the deprivation that we've faced, but also the determination that we've kind of grown out of it. So yeah, I'd say it has absolutely it's absolutely influenced it.
And how do you feel someone listening to this might sort of take a step back and say, Jazz performed this, but what was going through their mind? Do you think they can get all of that from where your sort of point of view comes from? Because I feel there's something for everybody there. Can they feel your soul in this?
That's such a beautiful question. They won't know the backstory. They won't know what season I wrote this in. They can probably guess. They won't know that someone close to me was going through a really tough time. But they don't need to. They just need to feel. And this is, you said it perfectly. This is for someone who maybe knows exactly what I'm talking about when it comes to the Black Country, or maybe it's someone who knows exactly what I'm talking about, who has gone through a dark time, who is going through a dark time. I want this song to be interpreted 100 million thousand ways,
Hmm.
depending on who's listening to it, because we all go through our own very unique dark time, and we all become a Black Country sometimes when things get really hard and dark. So I hope that everyone can take something from it and take their own source of hope from it,
Yet
and their
still
own
having the
source of
strength to
lightness.
sort of fuel the world as well, which of course the Black Country did for so long.
You are a poet, Jason. This is
No, I've checked. You're the poet for definite. I'm here to help you interpret, but it all sounds absolutely amazing. Loving the track itself. So, where do people go to stream this and enjoy? Because I think it's available via Dan Whitehouse's Bandcamp page, isn't it?
It is, and it's also on a small platform called Spotify.
I've heard of that.
Oh yeah, just about.
So give it a search. You're looking for After the Black. That's the name of the track. Dan Whitehouse, Jasmine Gardosi, the two names attached to it. You will then find yourself being part of it, I think, as well. That's part of its story.
Yeah, well, 100%. I mean, this is really the first thing I've properly made, and so it's very much part of my first journey as a musician, really. And that's thanks to Dan. Sometimes I'm more likely to sit on something that I've made instead of releasing it. So I have to thank Dan for being like, okay, let's get this in the studio. Let's make this ready for release. Let's get this out there.
You let your work out into the wild. We will enjoy it and interpret it our way, and hopefully share that with you. So it hopefully brings it new life to you in its own
Oh,
special way.
oh,
Then
yeah. Please, I'd love to hear people's interpretations of it. Let's
can we?
make it together.
Yeah, I think we could. Can we find you on the socials as well?
Yes, I'm at Jasmine Gardosi on Instagram. So you can find me there.
Oh, Jazz, great to speak to you. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks so much, Jason.